first exercise is going to be a little bit hard to see, but it's going to be a little bit of balance with some leg movements as well. So the movement is leg comes forward, so it's forward like that, and then sideways, and then backwards. And we're just going through the movement like that. When the leg goes sideways and backwards, I really want you to feel like you squeeze the glutes of that standing leg. And you're just going through like that, keeping the balance on that standing leg. If you want to make that a little bit more challenging, you can put a band like that, sort of a small loopy one around your ankles. So there's going to be resistance with each movement, completely up to you. That's obviously going to test your balance a bit more and just the strength of the glutes as you do that. So then the next exercise, and this is where we'll have our weights. We're going to be bending forward. Try not to round your back too much. Try and keep it straight. And then you just got to drive the elbows towards the sky. Just up and down like that. So I've got my palms facing in towards my body here. And I'm rowing up. So I'm aiming for my hands to be kind of in line with the bottom of my ribs here. I'm not too far forward and I'm not too far back here. Sort of at the bottom of my ribs. And I'm just going up and down. Try and drive the movement with your elbows here. I want you to feel the muscles activating at the back there. Then the next one, going into a wall sit, but then we're also going to add the squeeze for the groin as well. So whether you get a cushion or pillow or a ball, whatever you've got, but then we're going into the wall sit, and then we're going to squeeze for 3 seconds and then rest for 3. Squeeze for 3, rest for 3, and we're going to be going for those whole 45 seconds in this wall sit. But you're going on and off with the squeeze. And so that squeeze you should feel on the inside of your thighs there. Then next we'll go on to the ground. And we'll go into single leg bridges. Apologies if it gets a bit blurry. But one leg's up in the air, the other leg is working. So I'll show you this way. And you're going up and down on that one leg. We'll go for the whole 45 seconds, and then we'll swap and go to the other leg. And then lastly, going into a plank. So we'll get you staying on the ground. And whether you want to do the plank on feet and hands or going onto knees and hands, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay. Hopefully that all makes sense, but yeah, I'll go through each one as we get to it. So we're going to be working for 45 seconds, resting for 15 seconds roughly, and going through in that circuit style. So the first one, if you want to have that band around your ankles to make it a little bit more challenging, the first exercise is going to be moving the legs forward, side, and backwards. Give everyone a second to get ready. Okay, 3, 2, and 1, off we go. And when that leg goes out to the side and backwards, I want you to really squeeze your glutes. Feel them activate. And then a little bit of a test for your balance as well. See if you can try and keep that moving leg in the air the whole time. So you're not resetting after each 3. "15 seconds to go. Try and keep your torso as still as possible. Try not to lean to the side or forward as the leg moves. 3, 2, and 1. And for this, we'll swap straight over to the other side. Off we go. Really feeling those hip muscles working. So when that leg moves forward, should feel sort of at the front of the hip working, but then sideways and backwards, should feel those glutes working. Keep your toes facing forward the whole time. Try not to let the legs sort of flare out to the side too much. Keep it facing forward. Rotate out rather. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Next one is grabbing the dumbbells, leaning forward. So you've got a bit of a bend in your knees, but we're not rounding forward with the back. Bending forward at the hips and then driving the elbows up towards the sky. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. And I want you to have your chest pointed towards the ground with this. And I'm okay for you to have your head facing the ground as well. You don't have to be looking up with this one. I'm okay for you to be looking down and just rowing up and down like that. Driving the elbows to the sky. So really bending forward, chest facing the ground, like you're going to almost pick something up, and then you're rowing up. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Next, grabbing the cushion or ball, whatever you're going to use. Going up against the wall. And we'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So squeeze together. 1, 2, 3. Rest for 1, 2, 3. Squeeze again. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3. And we'll keep going like that. So you should feel your quads working here, being in the wall sit, then also feeling your groins working as you squeeze. 15 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one going into single leg bridges. So I don't worry too much about you going as high as you can. I want you to feel your glutes working this whole time. So even if you just go halfway up, that's fine. I don't want you to feel your lower back working. We're going to have one leg up like that, and then that leg that's connected to the ground is lifting your hips up. Okay, off we go. So the glute of that leg that's touching the ground, that's the one that I want you feeling. If you're feeling it into your lower back, it might mean that you're just going up a little bit too high. Hopefully you don't, but you might get a little bit crampy in the hamstring as well. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Give you a quick little break. We're staying down there. We're going to go to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So really squeeze your glutes even before your hips move. So they're engaged straight away and you're not going into your lower back. So halfway on this side. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Staying on the ground there, going into the plank. So whether you do your plank on your knees and elbows or hands and elbows, completely up to you. But I want a nice straight line from head to toe. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Feeling this into your core here. Maybe your glutes a little bit, your quads, definitely your shoulders. But try not to let your hips drop down to the ground too much. So keep a nice straight line from shoulders to your feet or shoulders to knees, whatever technique you're using with this. Halfway now. So mainly tension in your core, in your tummy, and your shoulders. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. First round done. Grab a drink and feel free to unmute yourselves if any questions at all. Okay, so to start off with, if you want that band around the ankles, if that's how you were doing it for the first round, going to go in with the legs forward, sideways, and back. And we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. Again, stable with your torso, not sort of bending to the side or forward or anything. Just driving the movement through with your with the muscles around your hip. So a little bit of strength in those muscles, but definitely working your balance here. If you want to make the balance a bit more challenging, you can close your eyes, but it's going to test it quite a lot. 3, 2, and 1, and we'll go straight over to the other side. Off we go. So either eyes closed, you can do some head turns as well whilst you're moving the legs. Going to make it quite complicated. Plenty of different ways you can test your balance. "15 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Next one, grabbing your dumbbells and really bending forward here. So I'm hinging at the hips as I get my chest and my face looking at the ground, and then I'm driving the elbows up. So I'm really bent over here. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Really driving the elbows up to the sky, hands finishing kind of level with the bottom of your ribs. And feeling the muscles at the back working here. We're really bending forward here. Control the weight on the way down and really drive it up. 15 seconds to go. Strong in your glutes here as well in this bent over position. Try not to have tension building up into your lower back too much. 3, 2, and 1. Next, going into the wall sit with the squeeze. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3. All right, keep going like that. "15 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, and 1. And next, going into the single leg bridges. So again, squeezing the glutes before I lift my hips up. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Again, trying not to feel this into your lower back. Should feel glutes, bit of core and quads as well at the front of the thighs. "15 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Give you a little rest before the next side. Okay, and off we go to the other side. And try and minimize the amount of swing and momentum you're getting from that leg that's in the air. Try and keep that as still as you can and just drive through that leg that's touching the ground. "15 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Staying on the ground, going into the plank now. So either forearms and feet or forearms and knees. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Nice and strong in the core here, trying not to let the hips dip towards the ground. Nice straight line. Working through the tension that's building up in the core, in the shoulders. Halfway. 10. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Ooh, grab another drink. Second round done. 1 to go. Jenny, you're managing to get through it okay? Band to go around the ankles if you've been doing it like that. Going into the last exercise, well, last round, forward, side, and back. Okay, off we go. And nice and stable through your torso. Just moving the leg through the hips, not through the torso as well. 15 to go. 3, 2, and 1, and we'll go straight over to the other side. And again, trying to keep that moving leg in the air the whole time if you can. Halfway. 10, 3, 2, and 1. Then grabbing the dumbbells and then into the bent over rows. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Nice and strong in your glutes here. Keep driving the elbows up towards the sky, halfway. So the weight should be sort of going up and down. Down to the ground and up in towards your ribs. Stable with your torso as well. And that helps by really activating your glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Good, then going into the wall sit with the squeezes. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Squeezing for 1, 2, 3. Resting 1, 2, 3. Squeeze 1, 2, 3. Rest 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep that tempo up. Just over halfway. Fighting for wall space, Jenny. 10 to go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then onto the ground, going into the single leg bridges, and so yep, going up and down with the bridges the whole time, like you're just doing repetitions with it. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Again, nice and still with the leg that's in the air. Try not to use that as momentum. Halfway. Ten to go. 3, 2, and 1. And giving yourself a little break. We'll go in 3, 2, and 1. So going on to that other leg. Jumping the gun, Christine. Just at halfway. Ten seconds to go. Really squeezing the glutes here. Try not to get lazy with your form as you tire. 3, 2, and 1. And then rolling onto the stomach and going into the plank. Again, however you've been doing it. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Last bit of work here. 45 seconds and you're done. Just at halfway. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Good stuff, everyone. Another weekend down. Alexia, thanks again for joining.